as the very meaning of the word counseling means that you are advising somebody after listening to the problem, giving him different options and different solutions. So counseling involves helping people make needed change in ways of thinking, feeling, and behaving. Obviously, if somebody is facing some problem, he or need he or she needs to be told that in case he wants to overcome that problem, he had to change his way of thinking, the way he's feeling, and the way he's reacting to different situations, the way he's conducting himself, herself, or behaving. And counseling is always goal-based, collaborative process. There's a goal in front, and that is the counselor and the one who is being counseled. They have a problem in front. Counselor is trying to find out ways, means to solve that problem. So the problem is problem solving, whatever the nature of the problem may be, is a goal, and it is a collaborative process. Collaborative process because the counselor and the one who is being counseled are having collaboration, having a giant thinking. They are analyzing the situation. They are collectively, mutually working out where things are going wrong and how we can set them right. So it is a goal-based collaborative process, which is involving a non-judgmental, supportive counselor who works with client in telling his her story, setting viable goals, and developing strategies and plans necessary to accomplish these goals. Maybe high sounding words, but the concept, as we just described, is very simple. Problem is being faced by the client. He approaches a professional counselor and seeks advice. The professional counselor is trained in this profession of analyzing a particular situation systematically and scientifically, and then uh, uh, just putting in front different options, which the solution of which can be found. So it is a collaborative process in which client and the counselor come in direct contact, and then they sort out the problem. Now, let us discuss what is career counseling. It is the process of helping an individual come up with personal career plan by collecting, collating, and evaluating various information about the self and the world of work to help the client meet his or her life goals and take the necessary steps to implement the plan. Counseling can be regarding any problem the client is facing. But when we talk about a particular type of counseling, that is career counseling, that means that the individual, his potentials are analyzed, his wishes are known. There's a scientific, systematic way of assessment of his capabilities, and after seeing after carrying out a thorough assessment of his potential, as well as his life plans, as well as his ambitions of life, as well as his taste, then the suggestions or the options are put in front of him. So it is the process of helping an individual come up with personal career plan by collecting, collating, and evaluating various information about the self and the world of work to help the client meet his or her life goals and take the necessary steps to implement the plan. These four, 5, 6 lines consisting of one sentence, maybe briefly put into one simple sentence, and that is that the client who is facing the problem of settling down his life and starting a career, his situation is analyzed, and then the different options are put in front of him so that he may select the best possible vocation or career. Describe role of counselor. Number one is assess individual strength and weaknesses. So that was step one of process of counseling. So obviously, role of the counselor number one is scientifically assess the physical condition, the health condition, stamina, then the different capabilities like hearing, seeing, holding, fine and gross motor skills. Complete assessment is made. Then creating career awareness. Then the role of a counselor number two is that he educates the client regarding the available sources where he can be employed, because he has a wide experience and knowledge of the market. So he puts in front of him complete range of career opportunities. That is done. Then the by creating that complete picture in front of him, the client can easily choose which is best for him. Then understand the word of work. That is number three. Once he has made a choice, then the counselor explains to him, describes to him all the problems which he is likely to face, and then gives solution how he can face those problems. So how he will conduct at a place of work, how he can have earn good name in the place of work, how he can remove the myths concerning the disabled person. So what should he do and what he should not do at workplace. So understand the word of work. That is number three role of a counselor. Number four is identify resources. Now, the counselor tells the client that how can he improve his market value, what all efforts if he does to improve his qualification or improve his qualification or improve his skills. He would identify where those skills can be improved, where those educational qualification can be enhanced. So he identifies various resources, plus what assisted devices are available in the market, like hearing aid, like magnifying glasses, like mobility aids, like wheelchairs, different variety of wheelchairs available in the market. Some are manual, some are even motor driven. So that awareness the counselor creates in the client. Then knowledge about further education and training that we have already covered, that he can enhance his market value by joining in some short courses where the skills can be developed, and say uh, by uh, by making aware of the computer appliances, the softwares available in the market, a bit of training in them, and thus enhancing the market value. Then ensure continuity of services. It is not only that once he or she, that is disabled person, has got a job, then he should sit back and enjoy, and that's the end of the life. No. Then if he wants the a job to continue, if he wants that he has a good relationship with the employer and with his colleagues, then he can the counselor may suggest him ways and mean to become popular there and get settled there. Then provide educational advice, that also done. Then help in job follow-up. Now, once the job he gets the job, then the job of the counselor is not over. He must remain in touch with the client and follow up what are his experiences. And if after getting the job, he is facing some problems, the follow-up exercises would address those problems, and those problems would be resolved. Then job search. Well, we are not following each point in the sequence. Now, job search should come a little earlier, that after the advice or the counseling or and skill development and education of education enhancement, then the career counselor helps in the job search, and then the client is employed there, and then follow up takes place. So the sequence is a little disturbed, that we can set right. Then vocational training. Vocational training is very important. That if you have the counselor has succeeded in selecting a job, then for that particular job, if there's some vocational training in that particular vocation, if there's some vocational training required, that is also done. And then help in job placement. Now, after vocational training, help in job placement. How? Tell him the tricks of the trade, how to search for the job, see how the ads are seen in the print media, on the electronic media, which are the sites and electronic media where the jobs are available, search for the jobs, and then do the necessary formalities like apply for the job, how to make a CV, help him in making a CV, then helping making a covering letter, sending it to the potential employer, and then give him the tips of if there's going to be written examination, or if there's going to be interview, what are the techniques of doing well in the interview, and then collaborating with others. So the role of counselor is that in order to get his client well set, he needs to collaborate with all stakeholders. As I've been saying, the employers, the employees, the colleagues, the supervisor at workplace, the parents, and all other relevant